Gary, that'll put a few smiles on people's faces.
Yeah, well, I mean that's sort of what you're in the game for, to put smiles on people's faces. But the important thing was that there's smiles on the players' faces, and because we've been asking each other whether, when were we going to score threes or fours or fives, with all the opportunities that we've been having over the weeks. I have felt that our squad was getting stronger, but it just needed a gel. And thank God today that I know we went 1-0. When at 1-0, I was just pleased with the efforts that the lads put in. They didn't drop their heads and their character to come back and then score 4 goals against 4 goals after that. Against the team that were at the top for a little while, they're on we had to make sure they didn't pass us, so it was a little bit of a pressure game, and the lads have responded to that pressure. So, that's why I might not have a smile on my face, but I am smiling inside.
And for the third week in succession, the substitutes had a very positive impact on the game.
Yeah, as I said, I believe that we've got a decent squad. I do, and I think as we grow, it'll get stronger. Now, whether it's too late or what this season, but at the same time, you've got to keep building. And I looked at the Mansfield game, and we only just got beat in that at the end of the game with 9 men, and I thought if we'd have won that, then the 2 draws and another win today, that 8 points in 4 games is sort of like where you need to be. So I know we got it in us, but we've got some young lads, we've got some inexperienced lads. But today we showed, even when I think that 2-3-1 up, we showed that actually we can play, and we had good energy. 3 centre halves did magnificent, because Tom Pope's a real threat at this level, and not just with him at goal, him flicking it onto his teammates, and we covered that. So if we didn't win the first one, we definitely got to the second one. So I was really pleased with that, because we worked on that a lot in the week.
First Cheltenham Town League hat-trick for 8 years for Mo Issa.
Really?
He's been an absolute revelation, hasn't he?
Well, I mean, some people wanted him dropped a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, he has, and it's great to score 3 goals, because that puts him right up there with the top goal scorers in this league. And they were 3 super finishes, absolutely, and well-made goals actually they were. I mean, I know the individual gets the praise, but again, we knew that he had it in him. We've been talking to him about getting into more dangerous positions, more dangerous. He's already on 40, however many goals he was on. But today you could see that he was getting in there, and he's worked hard this week with his concentration on. Sometimes he's got a smile on his face at the wrong times when he's training and when he's got to concentrate a bit. But he's done that this week, and he got his rewards.
And both the first 2 goals were helped by Sunday Odelusi. How do you think he did?
He did well. We know that he's not ready yet to play 90 minutes. So it was important that we kept an eye on that. But yeah, his little bit of quality came out with a little toe poke and a little header that put Mo in. And he had a decent game, because he was part of the winning performance. At the end there, he was struggling slightly, and it allowed us to change our shape a little bit, because we needed to get up the other end for 10 minutes. Elijah came on, and Nige came on, and we looked very, very strong from that point.
Going to have an interesting challenge on Tuesday night. You potentially Taylor Moore back, Danny Wright obviously back, available for selection. A strong bench. Suddenly, you've got a load of players to choose from.
As well, I should think. No, it's nice. I mean, I don't mind that at all, because they know the reasons why I pick teams and why I make subs. It's all done for the right reasons. And all we got to do is, they've got to keep competing for a place, because if they start spitting their dummy out at anyone because they're not playing, then that makes it easy not to involve them. At this stage in my life, I don't feel sorry for anybody. I just say to them, well, if you want me to feel sorry for you, then that's not going to happen. So you've got to do it out on the training ground and on the pitch. And I thought today, like the boys at the back, some of them have had wicked stick over the past few weeks. I mean, real proper, not very nice stuff as well. And and we kept faith in them, and I hope that it doesn't set them back. And certainly today, I thought the ones that have been getting a little bit of stick have come through it really well, and I knew they would because I think they're good footballers. But sometimes you just have to wait.
And it must give everyone a lift to say, this is how good we can be, this is how we can play.
Yeah, exactly. And until that, as I said, 3, 4, 5 goals, can we get that, lads? We're creating that many chances, but can we start scoring almost every chance? And this was a game today where we had probably a couple more chances as well, but to score 5 goals and help us out with our goal difference and all that sort of thing, that's come down to -1 now from -5, if my maths are right. Or is that level? No, it is -1, isn't it? So we got to get that in a plus situation. We've got some big games coming up, and we've got to look forward to them.
But you can now, you've gone up again a couple of places, you can now start to look up now.
Well, yeah, we've always been looking up, but you've obviously got to be careful, and so you're always looking back as well. This was a key game, of course, and the lads have come up trumps because they knew it was a key game, and Port Vale knew it was a key game. They made the point in all their interviews that this was a big game for them as well, to put us below them. But so that was a good win for us today, and I'm pleased for everybody.
Okay, thanks so much.
No problem.